Hey guys, today we are going to talk about why it is so hard to leave a narcissist. You are emotionally or sometimes physically abused, you are neglected, you are humiliated, so the logical thing would be just to stop all of it and leave, correct? But this is the cowardness of a narcissistic relationship. It has so many underlying whys that I will talk about in this video. My name is Darina and I'm doing my psychology postgrad in Australia. Let's get started. So, what really stops you from leaving a narcissist? And it is that you are an addict. Let me explain. Same as a person gets hooked on a drug, let's say meth, same a person can get hooked on a person, and the emotional roller coaster you are constantly in creates this biochemical interplay of cortisol, serotonin, dopamine and oxytocin, and it all creates complex dependency. A narcissist becomes a provider of cortisol and at the same time a provider of dopamine. And this cycle of stress and reward forms a powerful dependency that is difficult to break. Let's have a look into this drug comparison. Same as in addiction, when you first few times take drug, it feels like the best feeling in the world. And similarly, with the beginning of a relationship, when a narcissist uses love bombing and wearing a mask of Prince Charming or Princess Charming, when you feel over the moon, when you feel that you finally found this perfect person and you feel so high. Second step we are having in a drug addiction, when the meth doesn't give you as high anymore and you actually start having withdrawals and negative feelings if you don't have it, and feeling better when you can take it again. So the drug becomes your medicine. Same in a relationship with a narcissist. You know it kinda not as fun anymore. The abuse begins, the neglect begins, and you feel really shit. But then, when they act all lovey-dovey again, you get your high and you are happy just for a moment again, until withdrawal hits and you feel really miserable. And then the final stage happens. You know the drug is killing you. You know you lost your friends, family, health, yourself. Same as in a narcissistic relationship. You don't know who you are anymore. You are isolated, scared, miserable, but you want this relationship more than ever. You need it. You don't know how to live without it. And similarly to a drug addiction, you will always remember that first high, that love bombing period that you will never be able to reach ever again. But you are willing to give everything you have just to repeat this again and feel this again. I'm saying this now and my heart just aches because it is absolutely horrendous. And this is a problem of why people are turning their backs on someone in a narcissistic relationship, which makes a person even more isolated, because it seems so obvious. If you have been abused, manipulated or beaten, just freaking leave, give up and walk away. And similarly as with drug addiction, it is impossible to do so just using willpower. I mean, you can try, but if no psychological work is done, after a period of repeated love bombing or hoovering, you are going to come back. And the cycle of love and abuse will start all over again. And it brings us to the second reason why you are not leaving a narcissist, and it is the second round of love bombing. This is what I personally get hooked on, and trust me guys, not even once. As I already said in my previous videos, it took me around 4 times to leave for good. So you are going to get this person you dreamed of, and that romantic period will be back, and you are like, oh my god, they understood something, they truly did. Trust me guys, only what they understood is that their supply is slipping away and they didn't finish destroying you enough, and finding a new resource is just too costly. They have to play this game again, have to pretend to use, they have to use too much energy, so it's easier to push on buttons of someone they already know, and after not just repeating their narcissistic tricks on you, but also getting their revenge as how dare you were to leave them. So most of the time victims of narcissistic abuse are saying that all the abuse intensified after they got back together again. So each time you get back, it will be more cruel, more cold, more neglectful, and so on. Therefore, just try to think rationally about why they cannot act like that, I mean in a loving manner all the time. Why they need to do it only when you left? And the answer is because they cannot. Full stop. Because if they could be this loving and caring about you all the time and your feelings, they would just not be a narcissist, correct? Another reason that stops you from leaving is pretty twisted, and I want you to take it the right way. A lot of the time, a narcissist can be a person with high status, with lots of power, or with lots of money. Not always, but a lot of the time, because their lack of empathy and no regard for others gives them this advantage in the workforce, because they are the ones who are not afraid to ask for a pay rise, because they don't feel shame, or they are the ones who will gossip about the colleague to get their position, because they don't feel any regret or guilt, or they are the ones who will try to be best friends with the boss because they feel entitled. So these people very often are high in power, and additionally they just love showing off their wealth by driving ridiculously expensive cars or having luxury clothes and fancy houses. And even though the victims of a narcissist can be objectively beautiful and successful woman or man, deep down there is this insecurity, this fear of abandonment, or this feeling that they're not good enough. Otherwise, why would they be with someone who is abusive, neglectful, and cold? Because deep down they believe that this is what they deserve. However, they stay there because being with someone who is rich, famous, or has these beautiful things makes them feel a little bit better about themselves. It is not about financial gain, don't get me wrong. It is about the feeling that they are with someone who has all of it, possesses all this money and statuses, and still chose them. It makes them feel special, chosen, and unique. It doesn't matter if these girls are hiding their bruises or choke marks under the tons of makeup, or if guys are picking up the pieces of their egos destroyed by narcissistic women. At the end of the day, no one knows it. What people can see, that they are with that person, that they have been chosen. As we all know, narcissists are the sweetest people in the public. So can you guys see this interplay of being put down by someone and at the same time being put up by their presence in their lives? It is just unbelievable, intricate, and interconnected. And probably another reason why someone cannot leave a narcissist is because their self-esteem was destroyed. The person million times being claimed as stupid, insane, not good for nothing, useless, and you continue the list. A person simply feels that they won't be able to live on their own. I know everyone is like, bro, you have been perfectly cool on your own for 30 years. Just 2 years ago you built a career, got an education, obviously you're not as stupid. But here is the trick. If a person constantly told they're dumb, they will eventually believe in it. So similarly, as this process gradually happened, it has to get undone gradually also. And the person had to start learning to trust themselves again. That's why a trauma-informed therapist is required to help a victim navigate this journey. So if you guys liked this video and want more reasons why it is so hard to leave a narcissist, leave this in a comment section, or just simply leave a plus sign, and I will know it is worth recording a second part. I also have lots and lots of different videos on narcissistic relationships, so you can hit here to start watching the playlist. Thanks for watching this video right until the end. Look after yourself and your loved ones, and I will see you in next videos.